So now it is the middle of Great Lent, and the sermon in church today was about the meaning of fasting, and this meditation is on that same subject. And the scripture is from the Old Testament, from the book of Exodus, chapter 34, verse 28, where it says, "Moses was there with the Lord 40 days and 40 nights." And the meditation is as follows. Already in the Old Testament, we find fasts which also last 40 days. All of them were due to special circumstances, had a special purpose for God, and brought special results. At the very beginning of the Old Testament, we read that Moses, the humblest of men, saw God face to face. At the very beginning of his difficult service, the constant difficult struggle with the people who irritated the Lord their God, he ascended the mountain. And Moses was there with the Lord 40 days and 40 nights without eating bread and drinking water. And he wrote on the tablets the words of the covenant, as it says in the book of Exodus. For a time he left his earthly cares and labors and ascended directly to the Lord. He saw him, delighted in him, and became radiant with him, so that his face shone for a long time after, and was alone with him in that wonderful, constant encounter, attending to his will and words for 40 days and 40 nights. What an amazing fast, a fast of intimate communion and conversation with God for 40 days. How could he see him? We are not told. Words could not describe this, but we know for certain that the encounter took place and that it left an indelible imprint. His face became radiant because God spoke with him, and his soul, appearing before the Father who is hidden, acquired power and grace for the rest of his life. This was a fast of an intimate communion with God. And does our fast consist of a search for God like David's when he said, "You are my God, I seek thee from early dawn. My soul yearns for you, in order to see your power and your glory," as he says in Psalm 63. Will we recluse ourselves for an intimate conversation with God, which is the secret power of the Christian life? A fast which is pleasing to God consists in having our soul come closer to God and be in communion with him. And it is not only Moses that is called to such a fast, but each of us as well.